Over the past few months and in my cinematography career so far, I've recently been producing some interesting shots and thought I'd make a video about it. In this video, I just wanted to go over the process of getting some of these shots, as well as some behind the scenes content of one of my recent shoots. If you're new to the channel, here's one of the clips if you haven't seen it. When it comes to interesting or unique shots, the main goal as a cinematographer, in my opinion, is to have the viewer guessing how that shot was achieved. Now, this is not a new topic. This is done all the time in cinema and commercial. My career so far as a cinematographer, I've gotten a hang of how to get these shots through experience, research, and as well as just learning from others. A general rule of thumb that these shots are generally locked off, attached to something, or an over-the-top camera movement that is maybe achieved by a techno crane. I'm going to speak on the first two because that's what I've done in the past, and it usually works for me. My work currently revolves around the commercial space and an edit style I choose that is very fast-paced or has a build to it with fast cuts spread throughout the whole video. I like to dial back the pacing sometimes or give a brief moment that engages with the audience in a different way. And I do this by using these unique locked-off style shots. The first example we're going to look at is this high-energy gym shoot that I recently shot. Now, this was shot on a Sony a7S III, and a specific shot I knew I wanted was the camera to be attached to the sled that the talent would push. This was achieved using a standard C-stand boom arm, as well as various grip clamps. But all in all, a pretty simple setup. To change it up as well, I used a 20mm Nikon lens. This is just to change up the focal length variety for the edit itself. There's a lot of camera movement in the video itself, either it's gimbal or handheld, and then this attached stationary shot just adds variety and a different feel to the whole video. The next example we're going to look at is this through container shot for a supplement brand. The client wanted the product to be in use, and I was brainstorming ideas on how to capture that in a unique way. Now, this is nothing new. This shot has been done hundreds of times, especially using a probe lens actually traversing through the container. So obviously I didn't have the means to do that, so here's how I got a similar effect on a budget. First thing I did was measure the diameter of the lens I was using and cut a hole in the container using a hole saw that was slightly smaller than the lens. I cut the hole smaller so I could file and sand the hole to a nice press fit, or something that I could easily take off and on the container. It was pretty easy to do and just had to fidget the container around so that the center of the frame was the hole in the container. When it came to the edit, we had the sequence of the talent using the product. Now regularly you would just have the talent open the container, put the scoop in, and then put the scoop out and put it into their water bottle or container. That could be one shot or it could be multiple shots from different angles. I just knew that this was very boring and I wanted to cut between an interesting shot and that sequence that we have going there. We have a shot of him opening it and then reaching for the scoop, scooping in, and now that is inside the container. Now we can go to a totally different shot of him putting the protein powder in the container, and then I step back and got a hero shot with the product of him shaking it and actually consuming the product. Now there's so many other ways to get more interesting and unique shots, and I've done a lot in the past, but I thought these were a few interesting ones that I could share with you. That sums up what I wanted to talk about in this video. These are just recent shoots I have, but I always take this mindset into a lot of the shoots I'm going into. And there's a lot of times where I have a shot in mind that's pretty unique, and then I build other shots around that. Now, don't let the whole idea of a sequence or a variety of shots discourage you from doing this stuff. You can just start with that shot and then build the rest out from that. If you have any questions about this topic or anything else, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.